Hello guys, welcome back. So we're only doing this for fun because it's before Yule and we're probably all jazzed up with energy. And I just wanted to do a little thing with, I've been looking around and Mammon and I work on and off again. I'd read another description of Mammon. I'd read a while ago. I'm not going to tell you where it is because these things always bite me in the ass. But it said about trying to work the tarot with Mammon. So, long story short, I get out Big Mama, and she's my oldest tarot tech. We've been together for decades, and I can feel Mammon around. And I got her out. I'm like, what the fuck gonna happen with the stimulus check? And I talked to her like that, and she knows there's no hope left for me anymore. So I asked that question. I'm like, where the fuck's the stimulus check gonna come from? Because we don't have it yet. Keep it in mind, we don't have the fucking money yet. We don't have $600. We don't have 6 fucking cents. So here is the response I got. This doesn't apply to everyone. This doesn't mean Mammon is using me to speak to people, but I definitely felt him around, and I definitely feel some amusement in the cards I got. This is always my past card, the first card. I draw 4 at a time. This fucking cheerful. So, the problem is you can sit there all damn day with your spread and you could read it. Like, I could look at the top 2 cards and say, that's dark and this is light. Oh, Satan and Lucifer. Or I could look at them and say, we're moving from the fucked up shit time to a slightly better time? But it depends on which of the 5 billion meanings you take from the cards. And I definitely was taking, death is actually a really positive card to get, believe it or not. People freak the fuck out and they use it to be spookity and everything. But basically, a death card can mean positive change. It can mean positive change. Yes, I know this is a really sucky card to draw during time of plague since it's the Black Death, but it's positive change. It's like this old shit, the old way kind of has to go out and fuck that noise. And this one's a no-brainer. Where the fuck are all of us emotionally now? We're like, where the fuck's my money? Bitch better have my money. So, look, he's like, you do fun tarot readings. And so this one, since we are in 2020, let's not be gender restricted. I'm looking at it, honestly, the deck I use, and I'm seeing the Sunflower, I'm seeing Sun, I'm seeing Queen of Wands, so it kind of like fallic energy. I'm getting the idea that yes, something's coming, something good, but is it a stimulus check? Who the fuck knows? But it was what set this up was that Mammon had me fill up my Amazon cart, and that was he had pirouetted from telling me, "Do you have stimulus money?" And I was like, "No," and then he changed his mind. And then I emptied out my cart because I'm like, this is a fucking trick because he had me get everything I wanted. And I'm like, this is a fucking trick right here. So I emptied my cart. So this could mean Queen of Wands. Keep in mind that you can't really put binary genders on demons. We do say male, female, he or she or whatever, but then people will get into a bitch fest. We usually say he for Mammon, but nobody's gonna fucking agree. This could be a reference to just to me, I always see her and I think of spring, I think of growth. Like, it's coming, baby, but that shit ain't here yet. Did you not just see this woman weeping her ass off in bed? So, like, be a little prudent. Like, he's like, I love your readings. And then Page of Swords, a lot of people kind of hate this card from, what my rusty old brain is remembering. Because this can be the douchebag that gets in your way. Like, you are just going to pick up your check, and Mr. Douchebag is like, we shouldn't give anybody a check, not even a penny. They're just living off the system. And, it could be that. Because remember, they haven't agreed to give us this check yet. So it could be some dickhead's going to stand up at the last minute. It doesn't always have to be a youthful male with blonde hair. It can just be, symbolism. It can mean either, yes, you're going to get this, and that's the fucking hard thing with the tarot. Sometimes it's like, wait and see, what did I draw? Or it can mean some dickbag is going to step up at the very last fucking minute when they're just about to hit send on our checks and go, no, they don't deserve checks. I'm like, fucking one of the Trump boys, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm calling it. Now, one of those dickheads is going to stand up Because what has the president done through this whole thing? Oh, we should send the people more money. Where the fuck my money, man? You better get my money. He's like, you're starting to scare me. But, basically that's it. Basically, for me, I'm reading this and I'm like, it's time to be prudent. I want to go. I'm feeling that good later two cards energy. But at the same time, I'm feeling like, bitch, you better be prudent because this is telling you you don't got this fucking money yet. You may not get this fucking money yet. Earliest vote we're gonna get is Monday. And these bitches going as slow as possible. It's like they want a percentage of the American public to die off so they don't have to pay a shit. And I'm thinking it's gonna take forever for them to decide on something. And I was trying, my mom was highly psychic. I was trying to like think, and I'm like, I'm getting like March. I'm getting like what reminds me of March, what reminds me of tax time, and I'm thinking, well, what the fuck does that mean? I don't have psychic abilities. I don't. I'm thinking, am I just telling myself the only thing you gonna see is trying to file a tax return, or what the fuck am I seeing? So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. So, it was just a good reading to do. And again, I didn't do some kind of universal reading for everyone. It was me making personal inquiry. But for me, as much as I want to, and I want to run to Amazon so fucking bad and buy all that shit I don't need, help out the economy, I'm not gonna do it because I'm like, okay, I already had my furnace cleaned. I already bought a pizza I wasn't supposed to buy. I already bought groceries. I know my ass gonna be at the Steam sale and going, but it's only once a year, even though I was just there last month. I'm like, no, no, calm your ass down. Even if they announce tomorrow that we're getting the checks, wait the fuck till you see the money, because this is the U.S. fucking government. It took them how long to give us the first checks? They'll just wait and wait and wait and wait until they don't have to do it, is what I think they're gonna do. No tarot cards and psychic ability needed. I don't think we're gonna see our damn money. But I wanted to share that with you guys, just something to get some of that happy energy out of us for Yule. We already made our Yule roast. We started making our Yule Mary tonight. We're going to continue tomorrow. Everybody's gonna be in from COVID. We won't see what we got kind of for we do have stuff for Yule tomorrow, but we won't see the fancy stuff. My uncle gave me the card. We won't see that until after Christmas, actually, I think. So it was like, well, I'm gonna slow my jets. They haven't even shipped that yet. I'll slow my jets. I'll wait to see if we're gonna get this fucking stimulus money, and I'll wait to see what it's gonna be. Everybody's making jokes about we going to get a fucking Waffle House coupon, but it's going to be expired, or it's going to be it's going to be made in China. I'm thinking Bed Bath and Beyond coupons. I'm just so fucking pissed off, like a lot of us are at this time, and I'm getting really angry because I think we can all agree that they should have done some shit for us already. And Loki's back here, do it, do it! We always do a thing too that sometimes when I'm picking up the deck, honestly, to see if I have the deck right side up or upside down, I will lift up the next card to see what position it is in, because I'm like very extremely anal about my deck and I am always straightening the cards. There's your next free bonus card, so stick to beat that dumbass government with, that's what that is. I'm getting, yay, I love you, Terry. You gotta do this more often. I don't drink. I'm feeling nasty as fuck because everybody needs this fucking money. Except for the rich people in your family. They're like, I don't know why they're sending everyone money. It's not as if we need it. Oh, fuck that noise. I could use all that money. So, yay, Becker. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I probably won't ever do this again. I apologize. I love you guys. See you later. Bye bye.